The UN's independent investigation on Burundi was set up at the end of last year to look into human rights abuses there and also make recommendations on how to improve the human rights situation and how to engage the authorities in a dialogue about the crisis, which has now seen over 400 people killed since it began around a year or so ago. Now, the chair of the UN team, Christophe Haynes, says that sending these human rights monitors to Burundi, and that comes after the team's first visit back in early March, is an important step forward in collecting what he called meaningful information on human rights abuses there. Now, Mr. Haynes himself will be one member of the team, and that team, in fact, is now in place on the ground and operational, alongside two other independent human rights experts, and they are Algeria's Maya Sakhli Fadel and Colombia's Pablo de Grief. Now, this visit does come after International Criminal Court prosecutor Fatou Bensouda announced back in April that her office is opening a preliminary examination of the situation in Burundi, and that is, she says, to see if there is a reasonable basis to go forward with an investigation into human rights abuses there, including looking into reports of killing, imprisonment, torture and sexual violence. And as well as collecting information in Burundi itself, these three UN monitors are also going to be visiting neighbouring countries, including Rwanda, Uganda, Tanzania and the DRC as well. And that is so that they can speak to refugees and people who fled the violence there and get their testimonies too. Now, early this year, Burundi did also agree to accept the deployment of 100 human rights observers and 100 military monitors sent to the country by the African Union. So this team is not going to be the only observers in the country. But they will be making a second visit to Burundi next month as well, in June, and then they will present their final report to the 33rd session of the Human Rights Council, the UN Human Rights Council, this coming September. Lorna Shattuck, CCTV, New York.